Maybe there was something on the bridge. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad. Hey, Passos! At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about it. There was some equipment in the truck next to me.
Top of the tower, man!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal. Some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady. Cross up top. Not bad. Some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal. equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste. My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady. Get across up top. Not bad. I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality. Fancy seeing you here. I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal.
He gets everything, the other two not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in São Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know!
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preta?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustic. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Isso da puta tá pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo.
Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star, bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
É a mesma coisa.
O quê?
Você não tá fazendo nada, tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada, rapaz? Tô trabalhando aqui, ficando de olho e tô escutando você reclamar.
Ó.
Olha o quê? Para com essa viadagem, para de reclamar. Saco cheio.
Porra, põe. Porra!
Esta você não ganha não, amigo!
this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution. This was hell on earth. Da Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. They had You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect. I had to hurry up before more of those assholes showed up. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something. At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
Dangerous, friends.
I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Listen, now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. A chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him,
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. And it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, se fudeu! Meu conta eu tenho que tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vai se fuder, que vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! É aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão. Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein? Demorou.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey! What are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing
Hit
here?
me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on. I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Me dá um nome.
Eu só sei que teve um apagão.
That kid had had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste. Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste. Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito?
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward. Nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Tô caindo fora, me dê cobertura!
Vamos, avante! Vai, vai!
Fique alerta! Vasculhe a área!
Vai que eu atiro! Te vejo no inferno!
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer. I'd killed more I still didn't know it. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. That would have been too easy. The doors were all locked. My eyes and throat burned, but at least... I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think... properly introduced.
I know who you are.
You should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada! Você não tem como lutar contra um exército! Faz contingente, você não tem chance nenhuma! Você vai sair do braço! Ai! Esse final! Agora!
Você tá bem, mano? Vai morrer aqui, amigão! Abaixa a cabeça, pô!
razão.
O alvo!
Atira, me dá cobertura! Vamos lá, fuzila! Me deslocando!
É o que eu abri. Vai!
Muito mais que isso pra me matar, seu bosta!
Ai, isso não tá cheirando bem! Caralho, tô ficando velho! Ah, eu tô vivo! Você tá morto! Larga a arma, seu cuzão!
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Foda-se!
Nada a ver com isso!
Todos se reunindo nessa posição! Tente outra vez, cuzão! Fique... Continue! Ele me pegou!
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Agora! Sigam adiante!
Special Forces painkillers.
Vamos eliminar o alvo, caralho!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na
Beleza,
linha,
rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Não vai ser uma morte de herói!
Você sobreviver! Faça aquilo que eu estou fazendo! Tá bom, então! Continue atirando! Eu fico de olho em você!
Ah, chegou a sua vez! Você tá bem? Fala comigo, porra!
Hey!
Atira agora! Vamos pra lá! Me cobre, me cobre!
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Do you even know what you're getting for?
Those ceiling tiles looked kinda loose. It was worth a shot.
punch in here! We must see what I told you on! You should know when to walk away! I be the one to kill you!
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it. They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to every last one of those bastards. Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their... opened at the other end of the departure lounge.